Almost everyone has heard the Lamborghini song, but did you know that if there was no Ferrari, there would be no Lamborghini? And then the world would have never had the world's first ever supercar, the Lamborghini Miura. But if you think Ferrari helped Lamborghini build a car, of course not. Ferruccio Lamborghini, the founder of Lamborghini, intending to produce a refined grand touring car, a better Ferrari, so to speak. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 to a family of farmers in Italy. His father grew grapes in his fields. From early childhood, Ferruccio was fascinated with engines, and his interest in engines evolved from his father's equipment, with which he would experiment. During World War II, he joined the army in the Regia Aeronautica, which was an isolated area with no car or truck repairing facility. He learned to repair broken-down cars, motorcycles, and trucks with reused parts. He became popular as an expert at mechanical improvisation and fixing engines. Lamborghini was taken prisoner when the island of Rhodes fell to the British at the end of the war in 1945 and was not able to return home until the next year. Shortly after the end of World War, Ferruccio began building tractors, and his tractor company became one of the largest manufacturers of agricultural equipment in Italy. During 1947, the agricultural and industrial revolution was developing rapidly in Italy. In the following years, he successfully produced revolutionary tractors, such as the Carioca line. The Carioca tractor uses a surplus military engine with a 6-cylinder diesel engine, and is the first tractor produced entirely by Lamborghini. Ferruccio had never thought to shift his business from farm vehicles to supercars, but his destiny had found a way to draw him into this business. Within a few years, Ferruccio Lamborghini had become one of the largest manufacturers of farm equipment in Italy. So Ferruccio could buy dozens of luxury cars, like the Maseratis and Mercedes-Benz. He also decided to buy a few Ferraris, and this is where Lamborghini's success story began, and began to develop into one of the most successful luxury car manufacturers in the world. When Ferruccio Lamborghini bought a brand new Ferrari, he thought it was more like a repurposed race car than a regular road car, because the Ferrari was too big and difficult to control. Lamborghini liked Ferrari but wasn't completely satisfied with it, so he decided to make some suggestions to Enzo Ferrari, including design changes that could help him improve the luxurious Ferraris. My guy Ferruccio was definitely bold, wasn't he? I mean, Ferrari was one of the few best sports car companies of the 1960s, and Ferrari had an immense brand name, and it is because of this pride that Enzo Ferrari's reaction to Lamborghini's offers was not positive at all. He insulted Ferruccio Lamborghini when he commented, "The problem is not in the car, but in the driver who drives it. So, focus on your tractor business and don't pay attention to my cars." Lamborghini just had to hit back, and hard. Ferrari's comment encouraged Lamborghini to prove him wrong, so he decided to pursue his vision of a perfect sports car. In 1964, Lamborghini manufactured the first versions of the Lamborghini 350 GT. The world couldn't believe its eyes when Lamborghini introduced the stunning Miura in 1966. It was a mid-engine supercar, and the first of its kind, setting the benchmark for all supercars to follow. It exceeded the performance of a Ferrari considerably, followed it by brand new sports cars, the Jarama, the Espada, the Miura and Nislero, that gave tough competition to Ferrari sports cars. His new cars attracted a lot of sports car enthusiasts, and thus Ferruccio laid the foundation of the great Lamborghini empire. The design of Lamborghinis is one of the things the brand is most famous for. The design of each model is not the work of an individual, but a group of people involved. Over the years, Lamborghini has collaborated with many famous designers so that the end result allows them to create a car that looks stunning. Only a few designers who have worked or collaborated with Lamborghini are Touring, Bertoni, Marcello Gandini, Italdesign, Franco Scaglione, Mario Marazzi, and Zagato. Not all designers originally worked in the automotive industry. For example, Mario Marazzi is an Italian coach. Automotive design, on the other hand, is the specialty of many people who work with Lamborghini. Their cars quickly became a symbol of wealth, power, and extravagance. Celebrities, athletes, and the elite from all corners of the globe embrace the allure of these majestic machines. And as Lamborghinis have such a high price tag, it is little wonder that only the rich and famous can afford to own one of these cars. In fact, once they become successful, one of the first things that a celebrity wants to buy is a flashy car. A Lamborghini fits the bill perfectly as a car that reflects their power, wealth, and status. Some of the celebrities who own one of these amazing vehicles include Chris Brown, Kanye West, Mariah Carey, Jay Leno, 50 Cent, Janet Jackson, and Pierce Brosnan. Flashy, extravagant, and luxurious. But was it always like that? When people think of Lamborghini, they usually think of large, high-performance, luxury touring cars. However, that's not the only styling that Lamborghini has done over the years. In fact, they have created some rather unusual designs. Since the company already has experience in producing tractors, it was natural to build an off-road capable car. The first SUV they built was the Lamborghini LM002. It combines off-road ability with speed and luxury. At the time, only Land Rover could really compete with what this car had to offer. Unfortunately, this model was not well received, and those looking for an off-road vehicle chose the established companies in the field. They received orders from the Libyan and Saudi armed forces, but only sold 301 vehicles in total. A total fiasco. The automotive industry experienced turbulent times, and Lamborghini was no exception. Financial struggles led to multiple ownership changes, but the brand's spirit endured. As a company, Lamborghini has experienced many ups and downs. When the company almost went into ruin, they were rescued by the American company Chrysler in 1987. The company was then acquired by an Indonesian investment group in 1994. This led to a lot of uncertainty in the company. By 1998, Lamborghini was in control by the Volkswagen Group under the Audi subdivision. This is a union that has benefited both companies, and Lamborghini has flourished ever since. In the early 2000s, although it has retained its own name, Audi AG acquired Lamborghini, injecting a fresh breath of life into the marque. With Audi's support, Lamborghini released modern masterpieces like the Gallardo and the Aventador. While Lamborghinis are usually considered a luxury car that are often linked only to rich and famous people who own such a vehicle as a form of status, Lamborghinis also have some very useful purposes. One of the uses of Italians have for these cars is transporting donated blood and organs. There are time constraints between taking donated blood and organs and their arrival at an appropriate storage facility, so it makes sense that they would choose a fast car for this job. Another use of Lamborghinis is as police cars in both Italy and the United Arab Emirates. This is another purpose that makes sense due to the speed of the cars. Speaking of speed, did you note that the Lamborghini had this strict no racing rule? Many luxury automobile manufacturers have a racing team. For example, both Ferrari and Maserati have teams who compete in motor racing events. However, motor racing is something that Ferruccio Lamborghini has always disagreed with. The famous Italian engineer considered it a waste of time and resources and refused to start a racing team. This became a strict rule within the Lamborghini company. In recent years, this is something the company has had a rethink about, and they have now developed a noticeable presence in the motor racing industry. They have collaborated with the Swiss watchmaker brand Blancpain to form Automobili Lamborghini SPA. Ferruccio retired from the industrial aspects of his business in 1974. However, he still maintained several business interests. He moved to an expansive estate called La Fiorita next to Lake Trasimeno in Umbria. The estate covered a whopping 740 acres. He felt he had returned to his farming roots and spent time producing his own wine and hunting. He died on February 20th, 1993, in a hospital in Perugia. He had suffered a heart attack 15 days prior to his death. He was 76 years of age. Today, Lamborghini continues to push the boundaries of automotive innovation. The brand stays true to its roots, producing exquisite cars that offer breathtaking performance and head-turning design. From a humble beginnings to its meteoric rise, Lamborghini has surely left and will keep leaving an undeniable mark on the automotive world. We hope you enjoyed this journey with us. If you want to hear stories and secrets of the mega brands around the world, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you won't miss our next exhilarating episode. Until next time, drive safe, dream big, and embrace the thrill of the road. See you soon.